Okay, so just settling down, finding somewhere comfortable to sit. Sitting in a way that you're going to be comfortable for breathing. I like to sit in Seiza. You can sit in lotus, you can sit in half lotus, whatever is comfortable for you to sit. Sit in a chair. Now my interest in breath is I'm fascinated with what happens with the diaphragm and with the psoas muscle, which is our fight or flight muscle, which comes up through the diaphragm and attaches to the spine through the diaphragm. Now, when we breathe in a way that is more natural for us, we put a wave of relaxation down through our psoas muscle. So, when I got you to take this big full breath in, the diaphragm is fully stretched, holding this point. And then I got you to release. The diaphragm pops back to its normal position. It's what I call the still point of the diaphragm. And that release, as the diaphragm relaxes back to its point, sends this wave of relaxation through the psoas muscle. And it tells the psoas muscle that you're safe. When we're living in adrenalized life and we have adrenaline, we're in fight or flight, then the body and the diaphragm work in a particular way. They work in a controlled way. But by letting go of the diaphragm communicates directly to the psoas to say that it's safe, and it tells the rest of the body that the body is safe. And then this starts to undo all of the effects of fight and flight and stress and anxiety, and opens up our parasympathetic nervous system. It starts to let the parasympathetic nervous system take over, which is our rest, heal, digest state of being. And it's in this state of being that we come to when we're doing meditation, when we're doing the Shavasana after your yoga, and it is a deeply restorative state of being. And it's a state of being that we're actually designed to be more in, but because of the stresses and strains of life, we've learned to become more adrenalized, low-level adrenalized throughout our day. So by practicing this full breath in, and then this relax, letting the diaphragm pop back to its normal place, that puts this wave down through the psoas. But also, as you exhale, when you exhale fully, you completely empty your lungs, your diaphragm is stretched the opposite way. And then you relax. The breath comes back in automatically, and this puts another wave of relaxation through the psoas. Again, telling the body that it's safe enough to release the breath. So what we can have is we can have a surrender at the top of the breath, and we can have a surrender at the bottom of the breath, where the breath comes in. So we can learn to use the breathing in a fully diaphragmatic releasing way, so that there is as much release and surrender as there is effort within our breathing. And this has a massive effect on our physiology and on what chemicals are made within our body. Because when we're breathing in a controlled way, we're generally creating chemicals of stress within our body. Depends on how we're breathing and what the control is, but for the most part, we're creating chemicals of control and chemicals of low-level stress. And when we let the breath go, we're starting to tap in to different kinds of chemicals within the body. We're starting to access different levels of release and relaxation through the body.